This show is part of the Head Stuff Podcast Network.
Táiste the Géisteach le Gaelin, your favourite bilingual podcast with Ciarán, Cian and Cathal is a rashirísh.
Exploring the worst, weird and wonderful of Gná Hahi an Tail.
Na rudí is massa, is ashtí agus is aintí of life as we know it.
Putting the gay in Gaelga gach seachtain.
Meet your new gay besties.
Tíomh agus fáilsearás hig Gaelin, lumsa Cathal.
I'm Cian. It's the person in this chair that always says it.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we figured
What
that
if
out.
I want to be Cian today?
Agus is Misha Cian.
How are you, lads?
I was just thinking about this the other day, right? Every single episode we've opened for the last 6 weeks has been like us being like, I'm so hungover. So after we've EP still to go, right? Because we've just come back from all together now, and then I promise we're gonna have a sober September, maybe.
Yeah,
Where
we'll try
we're gonna turn into a hiking podcast. We'll give James Green a ring and we'll turn into a hiking podcast for a couple of weeks, because I really think people are gonna start getting worried about us.
It's just my voice really annoys me because I know it annoys me. I know I sound annoying.
It's like we've the topic of the podcast is just hungover, and all we've done is change the location for the last 6 weeks. But yeah, Craig, no, not Craig. We had a fantastic weekend.
It was unbelievable. Like altogether now, getting down there is probably the hardest part.
It's hell in there.
It was rough, yeah.
It was horror. Like we left. What time did you leave your house to collect me on Thursday?
Like I actually can't. I've blocked it out already because getting home yesterday was the worst.
Well, we were
6 hours.
Yeah, we came down and then you popped over to me. It was like 4-ish. Loaded all the stuff into the car. Like when Cian's car arrived over, the car was full, right? And then I had to put all my stuff in, and believe it or not, I'm not a light packer by any stretch. We put all that stuff in. Then we had to go and collect other Cian and put all of his stuff in. It got to the point where we had to put him into the seat in the back seat of the car and just stack stuff on top
Bear in
of
mind,
him.
Ciarán in the front seat without a bag on his lap, but nothing on the floor.
Yeah.
Cian crippled in the back seat, like a Tetris cube.
Buried under a fucking cooler box.
Oh,
Like, full of bikes. Princess.
That's you.
It was so fun though.
Yeah, it was a ball. We went down, we stopped several times. Oh my God, we stopped along the way because was it Cian specifically wanted Supermax?
I know, I specifically didn't want McDonald's.
Yeah.
Okay, well, fair enough.
Or
Yeah.
Starbucks. I
Yeah.
wanted
That one
coffee
for
that
me.
wasn't from Starbucks.
Oh my God, I'm
and
trying to
food
find a
that wasn't.
Starbucks, just trying to find options.
I just wanted a Sentra. I wanted
Yeah.
Frank Donald's coffee and a Sentra
Yeah.
roll.
Yeah, and that was harder to get than we thought. So we pulled into this Supermax in, was it Carlo? Is that Carlo Town?
Yeah, it was grim.
It was giving USSR. Like we pulled in and I was like, oh God, like it was hell.
There are places
Went in.
that have come on in like the Midlands and that areas, kind of like Portlaoise is getting
It was
like,
hopping.
Yeah.
was it?
Yeah.
There was a queue out the door. I ordered a pizza. I'm not messing. I think they started cooking the cheese on the pizza at about 7 o'clock that morning. It was congealed on top. Like
Sick.
it was burned to a crisp. I was like, this is absolutely fucking
Burnt.
disgusting. Like ate 2 or 3 slices of it. Didn't fancy it at all, right? Cian was slagging me. Then he obviously naturally took the rest in it to go box as we were driving. Was just eating these manky stuff. Oh, it was so gross. We finally got there at I think staff accreditation was closing at 10 o'clock. We got to the campsite at 9:30. Got the trolleys.
The trolleys are a fucking scam. TikTok shop floggers, you're a fucking scam
The
artist.
jury's out on actually how helpful they are. They look fun and they look like they're going to be really helpful, but they're fucking heavy as like.
Yeah.
I think the
The
real
wheels just aren't made for it. My wheel was like cockeyed.
Your wheels were given who said I can't
Oh
wear
my God, they
Converse. Like full on Disney.
It kept toppling and rolling, and everyone was like, oh, giving real pity.
The
And I
amount
was
of
like,
times his wheels just kept going yeet and flipping to the side.
I am leaving.
But when we packed up, I wish I should have taken a photo side by side. Me and Cian had similar size trolleys, right? And probably similar stuff. If you saw how mine was packed versus how his was packed, mine was bag, tent, chair, sleeping bag. Cian hadn't even wrapped his tent back.
I don't have my tent can't fit it back into the bag.
Oh, yeah,
and
so
I don't have a sleeping bag, so I brought my duvet. So that was really
His looked like a landfill with wheels.
Did you bring your duvet that you sleep with every night?
and I slept in last night without washing it.
Brilliant.
And there was actually a muck stain on my pillow because when it toppled, it landed in dirt. And I was like, I'm too tired, I'm going to bed. I ordered a pizza, which I ate in bed, crumbs everywhere, grease everywhere, fell asleep in my mucky pillow.
Great. We got to the campsite and we oh my god, it was for like the walk in because they parked us up in like the top car park at that stage. We got to the site. I think it was after 10 o'clock when we came through the gates.
We
They
got
were
in
like,
at 10:15 because they were like staff accreditation.
Staff
finished at
called,
10.
your mum was just like, go on and set yourself up in the campsite, come back to us for your response tomorrow. It was lawless, like, right?
Ideal,
so,
though.
yeah, it was grand. So we went in, pitched up. Sorry, I thought I've never gone to a festival like on like the Thursday say before. I thought we were going to go down and kind of have our pick of the spots. Fucking campsite was full on Thursday. There was no space left. We went down. It's dark at that stage. Right, we had to try and pitch 3 tents in the dark.
Oh my god, I forgot about this gobshite that we're about to go into.
Like, we found like
a huge clearing.
Yeah, there was basically like an acre of fucking space with these tents all around it in a circle, and you could tell that they'd either kept it as like a communal area, or maybe that they were going to put more tents in. So we go in and we're like, look, we'll set up, we'll try and keep to one side of it. Straight away, your man emerges from the tent and starts like, I want to keep this for our mates, blah, blah, blah. The two of them got, and me and Cian were
Bear
like,
in mind, I'd been driving for 6 hours.
Yeah.
Dragging my fucking broken wheeled cart down through a thing because Ciarán wanted to camp with the girls that we didn't end up even camping with because there was no space.
We were around the corner from them.
I
weren't
know,
you,
but
bud?
like...
It was just I was
at my wit's end.
A calamity of errors.
It was awkward, right? And we got there and we were like, oh shit. And then I could see the fire starting to rise in his head. So me and Cian Conroy just stepped back and we were like, leave him at it. And he was like, you want to keep all this space at this time? Like, I could see
it's nearly midnight and you're trying to save like it. I'm going to say communal space in between your friends' tents at most should be a small 1-man, 2-man tent.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
A little clearing. But this was like you could fit 4 of my 5-man tent into this space.
You could have had a 5-a-side match in the middle of it. Like,
and they were like, no, we're kind of keeping this space for our friends. They arrive tomorrow. And I'm like, they're like, can you go somewhere else? I'm like, can you go? Like, look around. Where are we going to go? Oh, he was a gobshite.
So eventually we
and
ended
he
up...
knew. I was like, why? And then the 2 of them conceded, so we had to.
Yeah. So eventually we rolled back because I was looking at it going, oh, this is just going to be not worth it.
For 5 days
because there was
camping with
big
a neighbour we
Yeah,
hated.
and I was like, because we would have been literally in the middle of their friend group. And
Okay,
it just
so
wouldn't have been a vibe.
I can see that,
'Cause they knew
yeah.
everyone around. So we moved back. Then thankfully my friends were there ahead of time and they were glamping, so they hadn't set a tent up. Connor is really like good at doing that kind of stuff. So I literally just shot a flare into the sky. I was like, come and help because I am hopeless. Like hopeless.
Really hopeless.
Beyond. Like
I
just
really was shocked how bad he was.
like
Oh,
I
really?
just
Like he
it's
couldn't
just-
even shine a light on us while we did the
What kept
tents.
happening
I
was-
set up my 5-man tent
I
while he
was-
watched with a tent torch like spinning
I
around.
was shining the torch on things, but they kept like going, oh, what's that over there? But I was turning with the torch and I kept forgetting. At that stage I was just giddy and like
Yeah,
he
you
was
were.
getting so wound up and that was making me more giddy. And like, yeah, so eventually they came over, thank God. Connor like threw the tents up with the lads, no problem, while me and Hannah sat and just had a can.
Nice.
We were like,
I arrived like that as well, and just my tent was set up for me on Thursday night. So,
Yeah,
but
that's class.
I didn't bring what is it called, a blow-up mattress. I was just on a yoga mat with my pillow.
oh, I had a camp bed and it was great. Like one of the little World War II stitch. It was fab.
I was
like,
just going into it at the end of the night. 5 hours, back out again.
yeah,
Like,
legend.
legend.
So then we sat and had a few drinks the first night, and then Friday got up and kind of got going on it. It was a bit. 4 days of a festival is a lot,
It was so good though.
but it was
What was your
really good.
highlight?
Like, nobody really annoyed me or fucked me over, like being like, that was such a shit gig.
Yeah.
Kneecap was incredible, I thought. Like, I thought
Yeah, I was up the back for that and saw most of it. Yeah, they were good because I'd just seen them before a couple of months ago, so we were kind of wandering around doing their stuff. But yeah, they were. Yeah, there was
and the
atmosphere, that was
Underworld and
class.
Disclosure closing it.
Oh, Disclosure.
I thought Disclosure was overrated. Everyone's like it was life changing. I thought it was meh.
It was, you were shaking ass at that. What are you talking about? That was literally like they started on the stroke of your birthday. It was a ball. It was so much fun. They were like, oh my God, when I thought because it said Disclosure DJ set that for some reason that meant that they were going to play like different music and not their own songs.
bits, yeah.
When they started with When a Fire Starts to Burn,
Yeah.
I levitated off
class,
the ground.
yeah.
I started crying when they played Latch.
That was
I
the only
like,
song I knew. So
And
maybe
White
that's why.
Noise.
yeah, there was so
It
many. I was
blows,
like,
yeah.
I've actually forgot how many good ones they had. I think my highlight of the weekend, like that was definitely up there. But like the Bird in the
Oh
in the
my
big
God,
tent,
Bird.
it was unbelievable. Sorry, Mananaher and Baby, they were so like just class.
I love the Irish dancing. The
set dancing in the middle.
Oh
was
my
so
God, it was
funny.
so good. The whole tent lifting. Like that was gay rights. That was Irish language rights. That was Aviochen Negeliga Part 2. Like 11 ridey women playing trad in like even the Irish dancers coming out in basically nothing, but like it It was Irish culture, but make it cunt.
Yeah, honestly, the whole concept of what they do is just so fun. Like gorgeous, like fun, feminine energy. They're like, it's not too like diddly eye, like twee either. Like it's Irish culture, but it's not like Carol's gift shop. Like they've modernized it a little bit, and it's not given like like I feel like a lot of Irish, like that kind of Irish culture stuff is very like it's the traditional element. It's like it's given Catholic, it's given women belong in the home, it's given all that kind of shit. Whereas to see them out in like a full B, slaying it, like making like sex jokes and then sitting down and playing with the fiddle, I was like, give me this. It was just like it felt like watching the women do what they were best at the doing, but they were in control of it. The amount of like sound people that we met over the weekend was class. But I think special shout out to Dave, who bumped into us in Ping Pong Disco.
Yeah. Love you, Dave.
Was it Sunday night?
It was Sunday night. Yeah.
No, it was so nice, like for everyone that came up this weekend and last weekend at Belfast Pride. Thanks so much, and feel free to harass us whenever you see us in the street. Actually, where were we the day after? Oh, when we had that meeting the other day, we were walking through Dunn's after.
Oh my God, yeah. She was just like...
Some random diva in the Stephen's Green Duns, which is like,
girls, love the pod. Yeah. And Ciarán goes, what'd she say to us? And I was like, she said love the pod. And you were like, oh no. I was like,
because I'm used to, I think like when you go to like, when it happens in like a gay bar or it happens in like a festival where like the people, like you expect your people to be, I suppose. But like in the random Duns in Stephen's Green, I was like, that's so funny.
And final shout out, remember those 3 lesbians? And we were walking past at ATN and they were like, I just overheard, you can't just say they're the 2 gays from TikTok. And I just turned without thinking. I was like, you absolutely can't say that.
Excuse me, please.
Aidan was on the phone, my friend from home. He was on the phone to me, and someone goes, oh, who are you talking to? And he goes, oh, just the other faggot. And a girl in the crowd went, oh.
Yeah, amazing. Actually, the other question that I heard after, other than that, like, then Love the Pod, was, where's the other one? Because it was like, we were playing like hide and go seek with Cathal for the first day. And then I saw I remember I texted you on the Saturday. I was like, are we going to have best friend time this weekend or not? And you were like, I'll see you there.
And then I walked into the Ping Pong Disco and all I heard was, Cathal! And I was like, oh, it's like my brother.
Walking is a generous description of what you did at that time in the morning. I'd say crawled in. You were, a lovely time was had. Altogether, that was my first Altogether now. You've been there before.
Yeah, I was there last year, but I had a 10 out of 10 time. It was very, very good.
It's fixed on the calendar now.
Yeah, and it's got me horny now for EP.
Yeah, just enough time to dry out.
Oh, girl.
And at EP, we can shower in mine.
Yeah. Woo! Let's go.
Together.
Oop. Sign up to the bonus for that.
Gaylin is brought to you by Man to Man.
Breaking news at the Gaylin News Desk. It is hot, sexy and cool to get regular STI checks.
Clock it. Plus, it has literally never been easier to get tested. The HSE free home test kit arrives in discreet packaging to ensure privacy.
Ní gáda bheith bortha faoi de chumráidí tí, de histí, nó aine eile é a eáil sa fust.
Sé éisce péisce ceanna urdu lína agus tagan gach fearras tastála le trorca hiléire agus fís on YouTube le tror céim chéim.
Then put the samples in the prepaid envelope in the post and you should get your results within 72 hours. Handy or what, lads?
Agus dar nóig más mín lad is féidir tastal a dhéanamh sa clinic nó tastal tapa a dhéanamh achúirt.
Remember everybody, it's important to know your status. Regular testing helps you look after your health and your partner's too.
If you can find one.
Tá is a gweib nach féidir.
Find out more information on free STI testing, how to protect yourself and how to look after your sexual health at mantaman.ie. Now is féidir iad aimsú TikTok no Instagram at mantaman Ireland.
Agus bí a géisteach le Gaylin tus go mbeidh muid ag roint ar ledna gnéas galore gach ile seachtain.
Mwah! Right, lads, Cian come over the Seachtaine a raw, and this week we are talking about one of the formative things in our lives. The formative years, I suppose, becoming an adult, gaining independence.
Shaving your bush.
Yeah, well, learning to shave your bush.
You shaved your bush!
Oh, you shaved
More
your
on
bush.
that later, actually.
Oh, yeah? Go on. Can't wait. Well, we're talking about university, college, school.
Uni.
Yeah, I mean, I hear
I'm hearing a disturbing amount of Irish people using the word uni lately. That's...
What in the colonial hell?
That's on Rudis Massa, actually.
That is on Rudis Massa.
Yeah. It's college, right?
There's a good few horror stories that come out of college, though, isn't there? Like...
My grades.
Accommodation?
Yeah, well.
Oh,
We kind of discussed that last week, though, didn't we?
Yeah, that was a tough thing for us as well, because obviously living with like the likes of 11 people or 8 people.
Honestly, like I appreciate that accommodation was like no doubt bad during college, but like an hour commute to college every day.
That was me.
Worse.
Oh.
Like grim. Oh yeah. Did
For
you?
the first 3 years.
Oh yeah, you
it
came
was
up from it.
hell.
But yeah, I was coming from Crumlin every day to UCD, and it was just like
That's actually Nice Massa, because I remember being like, oh yeah, it was an hour and a half in, and then people who were in Dublin travelling to UCD from other parts of Dublin.
Oh
were
yeah,
like,
because if you were coming up from
same.
Wicklow, it was probably just one long road.
N11 the whole way.
Yeah, where
And the bus
mine was
hell.
like, and like the route that it used to go through, it went through every fucking little like village and town in the city to get there. I was like, this is taking forever. So yeah, I'd say that's yes.
Yeah, but I went in search of a few skeeltas, few stories
Right,
of
story.
some
These are going to
horror
be grim, aren't they?
stories.
I'm afraid.
So Ciarán Cathal we have some fellas that I know stole a traffic light. Like they actually took it off the pole. I don't know exactly how they did it, but they were having a party then and a noise complaint was made and the Gardaí showed up. They were all scrambling to hide this big fucking traffic light sitting in the middle of the living room. The guards walk in and spot it sitting on the couch and walk over to say, is this what I think it is? The lads just shook their heads and said they found it on the road. The guy was too confused and didn't know what to do, so he ended up just giving them a warning for the noise complaint and left the traffic light.
Oh, left with the traffic light.
No, left the traffic light.
Oh, left it.
If I was a guard, I'd be like, oh, that's not in my page.
I'm
my job
not. Yeah,
description.
I'm not. I didn't do my manual
We were
handling. I
tables
can't lift
for
that traffic light.
robbing things as well.
I was going to say, college is a unique time in people's life when they just bring shit home. Like every student house I was ever in, obviously you were like, there was loads of pre-drinks. I think I was probably over the 4 years I was in UCD in every single house
Legend.
in like,
Oh my God, what the fuck?
a
We're sitting with
kilometre
a
circle around that.
king.
And the shit that I saw in people's houses, like all the election posters,
Yeah.
traffic
Yeah, that
cones
was a
was a
big
big
thing.
one.
Traffic
Everyone
cones was
and their
huge.
mother had a traffic cone. There was just random shit that people had left out on the street. But like traffic light, I don't recall seeing. I think that would have been
No,
a new
that's
one
crazy.
We robbed a bench from like the courtyard of the Students' Union. And then they were like, the next day on Facebook, it was like, we have your pictures, return the bench. So we got...
Return the bench and nobody gets hurt.
We got balaclavas and put them on and drove back and just left it on the side of the road.
Do you think they actually had photos?
I think they probably did, like CCTV of us carrying this like 6-man bench home. do you know?
CCTV footage of you mincing away with the bench in your hands. They were like, we know who that
We
is.
know that
Bender.
Speaking of a lot of shit,
Oh no.
a lot of students, one of which I knew, were playing a weekly or monthly game of hide the shit. They were shitting and hiding said shite around the house. So it's
In the house.
It's definitely in Limerick.
hold the line, caller. So it's escalating and then de-escalating. But for all that, they're having a kind of a grand time. Then a shit is taken or assumed to have been taken because they had a rota of who was on for taking the secret shit that week. And nobody can find the shit. Everyone looks in the room, cupboards, drawers, presses, no shit. The boys just decided to call it quits, seeing that they have all kind of bested their efforts to look for it. And they were like, we'll go out on a high. We don't know if the shit was taken. A fortnight later, some lad is making himself a sandwich on some toast and he gets the butter out of the fridge.
No.
And he does what he does with butter. However, as he made his way through it, he finally found the shite. Apparently, he had melted down the butter, took the shit in the empty container, and poured the melted butter back in, and it solidified
stop
on
it.
top.
Why are you reading this to us on the morning we're having, on
Like,
the day of my yesterday
could-
birth?
On the day of my daughter's wedding. What?
So they
the
only
fuck?
found the
I
butter.
don't, what? So they as housemates used to shit and hide their own shit in their own house.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm going to say it straight off the bat. That is some NUIG behaviour.
that is some straight male behavior.
You would not. They weren't shitting in the butter in UCD.
Can't
I'm
believe
sorry.
you read that out.
No.
What?
Like, dare I say that was probably like that's some UL behaviour as well.
Yeah, UL.
That's some like you wouldn't get that on the East Coast.
I mean, we had a shit bandit as well in secondary school, but
no, that's
on the East Coast. But hiding it, like shitting in a school that you don't really like, is one thing. Shitting in your own home.
in your own butter.
Sorry, the price of Kerrygold these days
It was definitely a tub.
of like little brands.
Margarine,
Yeah,
like-
margarine. Yeah. That is I think I'd
Utterly
be
butterly.
I can't believe
Can
it's
it
not.
butter?
I can't believe it's not shite.
Ziva, you right. That is That's gross.
How
Like,
dare he?
I can't believe
Yeah.
it's not Scottish.
Yeah.
It's the best.
oh, that's nasty. Why are people like this?
Why are people like this? Another robbing one quickly. I had a few mates who'd rob random stuff they find on nights out. Traffic cones, bread trays, milk cartons, etc. Mostly
my.
just cheap random shit. Sorry, that was like a cabaret. But one of them went too far. Some lads robbed a bus stop. They found it behind a wall after it had been temporarily removed while the council did the pavement.
That's after unlocking a memory in my head. During the not marriage referendum, during the abortion referendum, right outside my house, there was a massive no poster. It was when I lived in the house of 11. So a few of us were walking back one day and I got two of them to boost me up. Sorry, walking home from a night out.
Yeah.
So it was like 2 or 3 in the morning and I was hammered and I was like, here, lift me up. I'm ripping this down. Like, fuck this. It's not staying outside our house.
Yeah.
Vote no. So they like hooshed me up and I jumped in the air and caught the sign. But I don't know if you've ever held one of the signs. They're
sharp.
really sharp.
Yeah.
So I slid down the sign and
Oh my
sliced
God.
open both of my hands.
Yeah.
Ouch.
But tore the sign down with me.
Yeah.
So we ended up having a bloody sign. Like, and I tore up my hands. So for days I had to wear bandages around my hands. And I was like, yeah, I was just tearing down a vote no sign.
Oh my God, is
Up
that
them and all.
how your career in activism started?
That's how it started.
yeah. You did a full Wilson on yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it really, really hurt.
Yeah.
Ouch.
That actually gave me goosebumps, like pain goosebumps, thinking back on that pain.
Do you remember trying to like get into like ride someone in their student accommodation? Like, you know,
Good
like
Oh, yeah.
not like the obviously the digs or the houses or whatever, that was easier. But like if you were trying to get in, and like particularly the newer ones were like fucking Fort Knox with security cards
Yeah.
and security.
Wait till you hear my story for
Like,
worst.
yeah,
But
really.
what, on this, I just remembered. So two of my friends were like RAs, residential assistants in
yeah.
UCD,
Okay, yeah,
and
yeah.
they really were on. Like they took the
Power
piss. They were
trip.
no, they were they were on a power trip, but like they used their power for pure evil.
Oh,
like
excellent,
I
yeah.
remember during the midterm one year, most of the college went home and they were staying on campus. It was just before COVID, so they were like drunk one night after a night out and came in and just let themselves in. They had access to the whole block, let themselves into someone's kitchen and just like basically trashed it. Not realize. I don't know why. They were both kind of enabling each other's giddiness, and it was
Yeah.
just like
Brilliant,
bold fun. Most of the building was empty, but there was an American student that didn't go home for the midterm in the house that they were in.
No.
So she ended up like having a panic attack, calling the guards, calling the things, and they had to be taken in front of UCD, like the board, basically being like, "What have you done?" And they basically just gaslit.
I've never been to Uvajava.
Have you never been to UCD?
No.
Oh, I suppose you wouldn't need. Like, I need to.
I don't think I would. Yeah. There's a story that I was told about a guy that my sister knew in college, or she knows now, but he was like, every day he was like going to college, he was in Dublin, and he'd see this guy and they'd meet every morning kind of walking, and they'd do the kind of, like, he kind of didn't know who he was, and he was like, he kind of is really friendly though to me. And then one night he was like walking home and stumbled across this like house party. It was probably in Drumcondra somewhere. Like, I think they were teachers. Stumbled across a house party and he was like, fuck it, I'll go in. Like, there's loads of people in the yard. Walked in and all these people in the living room were like, Gav! They were like, oh, well. And he was like, who the fuck are these? And your mom was in the corner like, well, what's the crack? And they were all like, oh, love, it's great to see you. He was so confused. And they were like, sing your song. Go on, sing your song. And they were like, this is so gas. Gav's here. He had like drank with them loads. So balubas, but always forgot who they were. And so he had this.
He had a song and all.
He had a song. They were like, sing Mr. Brightside. And he just had a whole college friend group
Well, you could never fucking
that
sing
he
that
didn't
sober.
know about. And they were just used to see him
He's a
on campus
legend.
and be like, well, and he'd be like, Jesus, yeah, like, well.
Well, that is the fear.
I don't understand how people get that drunk. Like, you forget like individual conversations that you've had or individual things you've
Yeah.
said usually, but like whole groups of people and sing-alongs.
I have a story that I found out recently that I completely forgot about.
Did you completely blacked out?
Basically, it was a group of 3 people.
Oh my god!
I in my head have never met them, but they all
I
know
have
who
that.
was.
Like, I mean, I frequently.
I didn't make a good impression.
Oh well, Kel's a breeze. I wonder how much better the impression would have been if you were sober. You were like, no, that was a good impression. Oh, jeez, I was really firing that day.
And on our final note, it was long out. This person said they were long gone out of college when this happened, but I think it was UCD actually. It was the iron stomach.
Oh yeah. Oh my God, is this the guy that fell in the off the stage. I was in first year for that. Iron Stomach, they had to just chug loads of shit, and in front of the stage was a little trough made of like loads of black bins where people would get sick into, and some guy was doing the answer. Do you know this video? It was a viral clip on Facebook.
What year was that?
2014, I think.
Yeah, that was
2014.
Yeah, I was going to say, because I was in.
And your man like stormed off the stage, but tripped off the stage, and fell into the trough of everyone's vomit, and then got up again in a huff and fell again, and it was just like the humiliation ritual.
I think it was a cat food sandwich that he ate.
Oh god!
Nah, some of the stuff that used to go down.
That was what they were serving Glenamina.
Yeah.
Right, lads, na ruddy is Ashti. For this section, I thought it'd be fun, or Cian thought it would be fun, to be fair.
Because you know, Cian, he's all about the fun. You can't. Would you get him going?
You know what?
He's great crack.
You can't move for fun around here.
It's wall to wall fun when Cian Griffin is around.
I want to know a college hack, or like hacks that might change your life. Something you learned, I suppose, in your 4 years or 3 years, whichever it is, or more.
Well, I'll kick it off, right?
Go on, give me
my
one.
commuter divas. Get yourself a locker out on campus, which obviously
Oh my
that's
God,
obvious.
yeah.
But in the locker, have a cute t-shirt and a nagging of vodka.
I knew you were going to say that.
Because for like, there's a lot of impromptu nights out, and there's a lot of times where, you know, I might have gone out that morning in maybe a full outfit. Like maybe it's not just because like it's always the day you go out in a tracksuit that you're like, oh fuck, I've only got one lecture today. I'll do all that and I'll chill in the library or do whatever. And you go out. I'm so performative saying
And
that
then
I would have been chilling in the student center doing fuck all, but have that, and then the biggest best night out that you've forgotten about is there, and like it's an hour back at home, and there's not even like anywhere near UCD you could like run and buy an outfit, especially not if you're a broke student. So have yourself a merry little Christmas. But have a cute outfit and a nagging of vodka just on lock, ready to go.
No, you're dead
Don't
right.
be filling your fucking locker with books and all that shit. Make sure that you've got the makings of a night out, because it'll stand
You're
to you.
dead right. And
Absolutely essential.
as a guy when I was growing up said to me, that just reminded me of what you just said. Why are you reading books? Are you gay? Don't be gay. Leave a nagging of vodka. You obviously were commuting loads. I was commuting loads.
Yeah.
We didn't have the luxury of being able to just pop back to accommodation, 5-minute walk.
No.
So if we were going out, it was a fucking.
I had to bring like because I was in like say the dance society in college or something like that. I was bringing out my like gear that I had to dance in, my books for the day, like food. And then if there was a night out that night, like drinks and everything else, I'd be going to like I was going to EP for one day.
Literally.
Interrailing to UCD.
And if I forgot something, because it like, wasn't even a quick hop back into town. Like I was like, that was it. It was gone. So like, bring it with you. A locker is an absolute must have. Another thing as well, just I thought of this, is nightclub stamps are an absolute pain in the hole, and they're something that you encounter a lot in college. When I was in college, there was a nightclub called See You Next Tuesday. You might have heard of it. So for anyone that wasn't or is a bit younger than me, the stamp was about this size, like literally the length of your, I'd say your almost like half the length of your forearm anyway, right? And it was just cunt in a big script font, right? Which is like class for a nightclub photo, but like when you have a 10 a.m. lecture the next morning, you wake up and you can't get it to wash off, it's an absolute nightmare. So my top tip is shampoo lifts it right off.
Oh, really?
So put a bit of shampoo on and scrub it off in the shower that morning. You won't get rid of, the smell of Bulmers or cheap cider or cheap vodka off your breath.
Bulmers
but you will,
or
cheap cider. Yeah, Bulmers. Excuse me, Clonmel Chardonnay.
Yeah,
but
druids.
You won't get rid of that. However, it will help to remove the stamp. I remember I sat in a tutorial at like 10 in the morning before I used to get proper hangovers. Now I'd be just in A&E. But I was sitting there, and like so just for anyone that like didn't do English, like in UCD there was like 500 people in the lecture hall, theatre L, huge big like the American like lecture halls that you see, and then you broke into these smaller tutorial rooms which were like 10 to 12 people in like a boardroom setting. Hell, because you had like 3 or 4 mature students who'd read every book in the world, and you were sitting there like, oh my god, like this is hell. You were hanging, and I was sitting there like taking notes but actually just like scribbling and trying to keep myself focused on staying alive. And I had just a massive stamp with cunt written across it, and I'm just in the room like and you'd forget it was there, but you'd get me getting a lot of funny looks. So that's my
just
top
on yours on the not living there. My biggest tip is making friends that you can crash on their couch on.
Oh god,
because I'm just thinking back on the early days of college when I had stayed the night after a night out, and I had a lecture at 10 a.m. and a lecture at 4 p.m. and I just had to like sit in my mental illness but for the 8 hours between lectures. Being able to go to someone's house on campus or someone near UCD and just relax in their house, such a game changer. But I've also got one from one of my college friends, Gemma, who listens to the pod every week, and she gave a really good tip that I am going to echo.
Hello. My one piece of advice to anyone starting college or in college still currently is to do an obscure sport. Like, especially if you go to a bigger college with a lot of sports, like clubs, I would say, when is the next time in your life you're going to like be able to sign up to kayaking or potholing and like have all the equipment and stuff like that paid for. So that would be mine. Also because you meet the weirdest people and you get the best stories and you get to add it to a part of your life and make yourself more interesting. So it's like a good kind of icebreaker thing as well to introduce yourself. If you say you do an obscure sport, people find you way more interesting immediately.
Question. What obscure sport does Gemma do?
Gemma did trampolining in college.
Oh, fun.
Oh, I did lacrosse in college. So like I really back it. Doing a sport that's not really super serious. Like I was gonna play Gaelic football in college, but I was like, oh, I want something very chill. Lacrosse is so dumb. Like the idea of it was actually really fun. It was like hurling / rounders / rugby. Like I don't know if you've ever played. It's so fun.
Sorry to all our lacrosse listeners. We're just offended the lacrosse.
No, but it is so silly. Yeah. It's like I was like, I'm in my Teen Wolf fantasy.
Yeah.
Oh, fun.
Like it was very violent, but it was really fun. I think
that's like an absolute essential. I think I've said it probably on multiple episodes before. Like clubs, like just like an expanded version of it. Clubs and societies in college, absolute non-negotiable. When you join at first, like some people kind of slag you off about it in the beginning. They're like, oh, you know, you're joining like society hacks or they call this it, whatever. It completely framed my college experience. Like I don't remember my degree. I don't remember, like I didn't really even make that many friends on my course because I made all of my friends through the clubs and societies. And like, getting to do stuff that it's the last place in your life you go that there's like everything is kind of organized for you. Like you've got such like an array of stuff that you can like try your hand in. It's very inexpensive. Like you said, all the equipment is available. It's funded by the college. There's trips away. There's all and you get to meet people that are outside of your course as well.
Yeah, because I feel like your course, especially in arts, everyone is basically the same.
Yeah.
Like in art, I did English. It's all like creative queers or like kind of posh
dicks.
Knobs. Me being kind of half of both of those things. Yeah. But like being able to network with people in every part of the college and every age group, like I don't know, loads of different backgrounds. There was loads of internationals playing lacrosse, for example, in UCD. I have so many friends like, from different parts now.
There's a lot of drinking, but like if you do say English in college, you're only really going to hang out with the people that do English, and then at a push you might meet someone's housemates on a night out, and then all your friendships are forged through alcohol. And it's the same way we say like trying to make friends as a gay man, like you meet all your friends in like a bar, and that's why, you know, joining clubs and stuff, we're still kind of advocating for it now in our 30s. And Cathal, who's fast approaching that.
What?
But like
27.
But like it's to like, now don't get me wrong, like you join the societies and then you go on the piss together, but like there is that element of like we were always rehearsing for a show or a competition, so you had a huge amount of stuff that like I feel like I probably would have drank in college a hell of a lot more, and I put a fair amount down while I was in college.
Yeah, no,
you know,
it helps you become a B-knock.
B-knock.
Do you know what that means?
No.
A big name on campus.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
No, I will say, in my final year of UCD, walking anywhere, having English course friends, Irish course friends, across people, coming to Gaelic people, everywhere I went, I was like, oh my God, how Cian, blah, blah. And it's great to feel like you've got a huge community everywhere.
I was absolutely 100%, and I'm like,
it's a shame.
Absolutely. Sure, because I was in like Dram Soc, Musical Society, and Auditor Dance Soc for 2 years. So like I was hanging around.
We're flexed, okay.
Like,
I would have said I was a bit of a B-knock.
Yeah,
I feel like social
and
butterflies
look at us
typically
now.
are. Yeah,
that's
okay,
what
any weird.
You love this one. I think piss in your sink. Sorry,
girl.
Sorry, what does that help though?
It's a hack. You don't have to get out of your bed. Just cut the bullshit and get up on the end of your bed and piss down into that sink.
I agree.
So you have a sink in your room.
Yeah. And
not in all mine, but I did.
There's no point waking up, going down the hall, waking the whole house at 12 o'clock at night when you wake up needing to be
Yeah.
Just get up.
So
off
would your
the
room
end.
have a sink in it and not a toilet?
Mine did, yeah.
Yeah.
It was like a little...
Just for your teeth and
Yeah.
stuff.
Your teats?
Your
teeth.
scoobers.
Oh God, that's grim.
I actually got a lot of hate for pissing in my tent at EP altogether. Now I just stand in the porch.
I did that on the weekend.
And I got the amount of hate I got.
Sorry.
The porch of my tent is bigger than the tent part itself. I was pissing into a cup and yeeting it out.
I was doing the
Sorry,
same thing. I
the-
did it lying down one
Kieran's
day.
about to get on his high horse, but
No,
Kieran's
no,
did it
no,
as well.
no. Can I say something?
Yeah.
I was doing it lying down one day.
Lying
when
down?
When I woke up.
With your shiwi?
I woke up and I was just like turned on my side, pissing into the cup, and I was going to fuck it out the door. Then I just realised that my whole Ultra Day wristband was also in the cup.
No, Cian was just spouted absolute lies and nonsense there, right? And I just need to pull him up on it.
Lies and
because
nonsense.
the first night we went back to the tent and I'd just taken like my shoes off, I'd zipped like the outer door and the inner door, got in my sleeping bag, snug as a bug in a rug, and I went, oh fuck, I need to go to the toilet. And I'd brought a pack of red cups with me, and I was like, I'm not putting my shoes back on. That was the real clincher. Everything else, the walking would have been fine, but I just cannot bear to put those shoes back on. My feet were in bits. So I like stood up into the little porch of my tent, had a wee, and then like tipped it out into the grass outside. Next morning, said it to the two lads, right? The faux outrage that I
No,
got,
the other
right?
Cian was raging. I was just
Yeah.
feeling the fire. Everyone knows I do this. Sure,
Right.
I disclosure. I pissed
I was
4
gonna
times
say,
in the middle of the
right.
crowd.
So
Oh, yeah,
it
I
went,
pissed-
it went
into a
from
cup.
it went from him not like being like, oh my God, I can't believe you did that, and he was like, where did you pour it? Ew, right in the middle of a fucking field.
Well, that's
right?
your piss,
The
that's
next
rotten.
day on the Sunday then. We were in the middle of Disclosure. Cian was buzzing like Disclosure was the highlight of the weekend for him. So, right? So he was like, I need to piss. He was like, stand here, right? The rest of them all had like, they were like, ew, ew, ew. Cian was literally standing pressed against my leg, holding a cup, pissed into it
I didn't
4
want anyone to
times.
see me. I'd be
in
arrested.
the dark.
Did you
right?
have it out or out the side leg?
No, I had it out.
Yeah.
Oh, really? I go
like-
out the
But
side
it
leg.
got to the point where
I was wearing like my pants went down
Oh,
past
yeah.
my knees.
he used 2 cups and then he was going around fishing for other cups off the ground instead of just going to the toilet and like
The
standing
toilet
there.
was so far
He'd
away.
come over to me and just be like, stand there for a sec, and he's literally standing, we're literally like face to face like this while he's like weeing against my leg. I was like, this is too
That's
much.
real friendship.
The year
too
the year
much.
before I did the same and I accidentally spilled it all over Cian's leg. But this year Luke was beside me at one point and I lifted I'd been showing him, I tried to hand him my cup of piss without him realising what it was.
He went to grab it.
and he
yeah.
went to grab it and he was like, that's your piss, isn't it? But then the next piss, so I pissed 4 times in total at Disclosure. The last one I was doing it and Luke accidentally nudged into me and spilt it all over my leg, so I had a big piss stain down my leg.
Asher, look.
But I back it.
Yeah, could be worse.
Aideen Fitzmaurice sent us in a voice note. I haven't actually listened to it
Fabulous.
yet.
She used to do that.
No, but she's a Gwelgor.
Yeah, no, I know. I thought you were on the topic of.
Yeah, fair.
Sorry.
No, I haven't listened to this. I don't know what it is, but this is her life hack for college.
Hello, Astor, Constá, Aideen Nickwair an seo. Agus is é an led nó an nod is má atá a gomsa do chuine atá ag tosnú ar an ollscoil ná féista allmhór bheith agat I do orsan nó do cheachsa I ré Freshers Week. So like have a big raging house party on the first night in your student accommodation or in the house that you're renting, because I swear to God we did that on my very first night in college, and everybody who attended that party, well, loads of them are still my closest, nearest friends. I've been to their weddings, and it was all because we were just like, feck it, we don't mind the noise complaints, it's our first night, they're not going to kick us out on night 1 in the student accommodation, and we had the best time ever. It was such a good party, great way to meet everybody and enjoy it. Slán, Gramor.
I absolutely agree.
That's a gamble,
Indeed.
isn't it?
No.
That's what you did.
No, but she means on campus.
Oh, yeah, I
In
think.
Freshers Week, everyone's having rages.
Yes,
Oh, yeah,
I
I
think
thought-
you need
yeah.
to do I actually wrote that down. Make a friend on the first day. So on my introduction day,
Yeah.
I saw a girl across the kind of the circle, and she was hanging.
Yeah.
She was absolutely dying, and it got around. She had no voice, and she's like, "Hi, I'm Nikki, and Galway won the All Ireland." So, and I was
And
like,
you were like,
"I am gone."
Yeah, my God, between the two of you, you had one vocal cord.
Yeah, well, I was like, I like her, And I copied her electives. I saw her doing her electives and I copied everything she was going to.
Oh, I like that.
And we're best friends since.
That's what, cute. Yeah, the very first, or like the first week of college, I had a tutorial with a girl, Sophie, shout out, she was a gal, and she was going down, like we were going to go for a tea after the tutorial, and she was going downstairs to audition for a play, and I hadn't looked at any societies or thought about that stuff yet, and I was like, right, I'll go down with you and stand outside, and obviously
you've told this story 3 times.
Have I? I can't remember if I have.
And then I went in and got the lead. They were like, "We need you, Ciarán. You're so good. Will you do the lead?" I was the only man there.
I was.
Yeah, it is.
You have.
I haven't told it like that.
Is it Toby?
No.
Oh, I haven't heard it then.
You have.
What play was it?
Go on, the listeners can let us know in the comment section.
Cian just been.
What play was it?
No, I actually don't remember. But
yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
It's been so long ago.
It's been 75 years. But what I was trying to get before I was really interrupted was just taking the plunge and going with that friend and going, because it leads you to do stuff that you wouldn't have done. Like I wouldn't have gone and joined all those clubs and done all that. Well, maybe I would have, but I don't know. I think I probably would have done
stood
something
outside and said, "Well, I'm not going in there."
Yeah, I couldn't. But what would I wear?
He was doing runs outside the theatre hall, waiting for them to come out and find you.
While you were rolling in.
Butter.
Yeah.
Pooey butter.
Coming up the road, eating fucking cold chicken goujons off everyone else's plate. Have we told that story 3 times on the pod? I think we should tell it again. While I was downstairs having like civilised cups of tea and auditioning for plays, you were crawling around the fucking the canteen, eating food off other people's plates, and you want to make a joke out of me.
I was on the Susie Grant.
Fishing out of the bins.
You can't be classist like that, Ciarán.
Sorry, shout out Susie.
I didn't have time to.
Susie Grant is a great drag.
Yeah, Susie Grant.
No, but on Aideen's point, I think what she said, because I also made a friend on the first day, because everyone's desperate for friends.
Yeah.
But a lot of the people in the arts block, I was like, God, I don't want to be friends with these people.
Yeah.
I think having a rager exposes you to loads of people, and you can pick and choose the good crack people that you want to keep in touch with. I didn't do that early.
Do you remember when you met, like, the friends you made on the first day? Because I remember, I was thinking, I wonder, are these going to be my college friends?
Yeah.
And they're not.
No,
like,
they're not either.
And I think I'll take your point of like making a friend on the first day, but like make a friend on the second day as well. And the third day. Like try and like actively just draw. I know for some
branch
people
out as much as possible.
It's hard, like if you're not as confident or chatty or whatever, just draw like every reserve together as much as you can. Sign up for things, say yes to everything for the first couple of months, and make as many friends in as many pools, as many degrees as possible. Because you know, you can put all your like eggs in one basket early in college, and then that person can end up just being the person.
My first friend dropped out after 3 weeks. I was like, oh, class. The second one turned out to be a wench.
Yeah, loads of people drop
Don't
out.
put all your goujons in one basket.
Yeah, because
Just
he'll
put them
eat
in
them.
Keens.
Well, he'll wait until they go cold, and then he'll go and eat them when you're not looking.
Right, lads, Naruddy is Tea. There's so much good things about college. We've spoken a lot about the friends we've made, the nights that we had. And on that, I wanted to know the best night or the best memory. What was the one standout? It could be kind of a wider thing. It doesn't have to be like March 27th, 1994. But
probably the day I went down with my friend Sophie to the auditorium and got the lead role. Okay, for those who can't see Ciarán, he's bulling here.
there's steam coming off his head.
And he's smiling to see him woke.
Because there's a camera on him.
The camera's
I'm
rolling.
getting leathered around here.
Yeah.
No, go on, tell us about your top story.
The wooden spoon.
No, go on, by all means, fire away. I apparently have no voice on this podcast anymore, so I feel like Cathal in his 8 a.m. tutorial.
Are you silent or silenced?
Yeah, honestly, queer voice is being silenced. This is what the far right rise looks like. Right.
Oh, he's raging.
Okay, I'll kick off. So,
What's it on?
Well, if you want to listen to the story Ciarán was going to tell, tune into episodes 4, 12 and 16.
And if you want to listen to Cian's college experience, just listen to the sound of chewing, because that's all he did. Go around. I'll tell you one thing. If you don't like, do you ever see when curry sauce dries in and it turns into like congealed?
Oh, I like that
thing?
congealy bit.
Yeah, I'd say you do, especially when it's for free. Like he'd be going up to people in the queue that hadn't paid Jack on. Are you going to finish that?
For context, I couldn't afford college fare. I was on the Susie Grant and it barely covered my bus.
Can we just get,
I
sorry,
didn't have much money
Tay,
for lunch.
can you just put some small violin over this? That'd be great.
Violin bug beta.
and when Ciarán talks, just put money sounds.
Yeah. Okay,
I know, yes. Ciarán, I don't blame you. It's fine.
I was just as broke going to college. I don't know what, we're not having a broke off here. Like, not this.
Anyway, Cathal, what's your story?
Mine was always Rag Week. It was like
We didn't have that in UCD.
Rag Week was like
We went to UCD.
whatever.
I was too busy having tea
2018
downstairs, getting cast in plays.
musicals left, right, and centre.
Oh, the one day they painted me blue.
Yeah, they did.
Head to toe blue. Me and my lectures
And I
blue.
was-
Sorry,
Blue.
they wouldn't have had
Blue.
enough paint to do
Eating the
you in
Gouchons
college.
blue.
You were a big bastard in college. There's no way. They would have had to get a fucking spray going out to do
Yeah,
you.
blue.
Like I was
Sorry,
in
Cathal, go
I was
on.
in my skinny twink era in college. You looked like
At least-
you looked like you ate all the goujons because you did. You know the
You
Cathal
look like
Perry
you broke
thing?
into a pie shop and ate all the
Ate all the
pies.
pies. You were giving.
I
You were
will
in
kill
your,
you with a gun.
Yeah. Oh my god.
2018 rag, it was my first year, and we were all like, right, let's go mental and rag. But we did end up going mental. But a snow blizzard came. It was like Storm Emma. And like our parents were all like, can we get you home and all this? And we were all down there having the time of our lives, and Christmas songs were playing. It just became Christmas in March.
Oh, man.
And we went mental. No, it was savage.
Was it? I actually remember it was like my first year Christmas exams. It snowed that year, and like everyone was saying they were going to cancel them. You know, they normally they
yeah,
did, but I remember that year they didn't, and you couldn't. It was really hard to get like buses and stuff out to it. And I remember because like at the time, this is so
At
gay,
the time I was
but
blue.
like I was wearing like I had Uggs and like Abercrombie track bottoms on.
Oh, I
can
saw
see it,
pajamas.
yeah.
So up the time, right? And like I remember so distinctly, like you know the little tiny footsteps you have to make when you're walking in the ice. And I remember just like taking those tiny little footsteps, and like you remember the Abercrombie track bottoms were always really long and baggy. So I just remember them being soaked up to nearly the back of the knee, right? Sitting in the RDS. That's where we used to do
do
our
your exams.
Christmas exams were in one hall and the summers were in the other, weren't they? And we go in, and it was this huge, big, the most UCD could not have made the exam process more fucking ominous if they tried. You walked in there, it was complete thousands of people sitting, these rickety little desks. You had a 25-minute walk to the bathroom, which you were escorted for. All you could have was like your calculator or whatever you needed. Not that you needed that when you were studying English, but like it was the most scary thing ever. And you're sitting there with like two knees sapping with fucking snow. Like, now, did anybody make me wear the Uggs and Abercrombie track bottoms?
No,
they didn't. But
Yeah.
it was the time.
Christmas Day in UL was also a big highlight. We used to just like make ice. I made the full dinner the first year, and I had like 14 people, and it was just unbelievable crack. But on the second year of Christmas Day, I got so bananas that I fell down the stairs, and my new iPhone 6 or whatever it was at the time was in my back pocket.
Oh no.
And I had just lost my phone the week before, bought a new one, fell down.
Are we in the Twilight Zone here? You've told
Should I
the
tell the
story
story
twice before as well.
I don't.
You guys don't listen to each other. I'm an active listener.
I feel like you get confused when
I'm not.
things that
This
are on the
definitely-
pod versus things
I
that
fell
aren't
down
on
the
the pod.
stairs and scratched my face.
And your
on
mom said something. You said it wasn't because you were drunk. It was because of...
I thought she
But
thought
maybe
it was-
for new listeners that are joining us, they might
she
want to
thought
hear
I
the
was
story
bullied,
again in a
but
different fun.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you are bullied right now by Cian, who is taking shots at everyone here today. Cian, who has never repeated a story ever in his life,
UL
by the way.
did events very well.
Did they?
And
I don't remember going to. I think because when you're in like the clubs and societies, there's their own events that are on.
Yeah.
But, like we didn't do like student race day or didn't do.
Oh, we did, yeah.
We didn't have a rag week. There
Yeah,
wasn't.
lovely.
I don't really remember Christmas Day on campus.
We
really
did have a Christmas
either.
Day, but I never went to it.
No, neither did I.
It was more. I think all of our campus stuff were more for the people that lived on campus.
Yeah.
It was kind of, you were kind of a bit separate from it if you didn't.
okay, fair
Yeah,
enough,
there was loads because I think generally like you went into town for other stuff, but I don't remember.
Yeah. I actually, for Christmas Day on my final year, so after my masters, I worked in the SU shop for 6 months, and on the Christmas Day, Catherine and Mary, who you've both met.
Crystal meth.
Who Catherine and Mary did meth on Christmas
Yeah,
Day.
with meth.
Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
But anyway, I was taking the bins out from the UCSU shop to the rat infested bins in the back.
Are you? Oh my God! You're just about to repeat a fucking story because the big bag full of coffee shit opened and
No.
yeah,
No.
it is.
That
Go
was
on.
that's a different story. I have many stories in that job. But I was out the back putting the recycling in the bin, and Mary and Catherine stumbled by hammered drunk at like 10 a.m. And I convinced them both to get into the bin. They jumped, like Catherine, like
I can't imagine that
sprinted.
took much convincing.
No, it didn't. Catherine sprinted across the yard, jumped into the air, like did a
Parkour.
fucking pirouette and landed in the massive industrial size recycling bin. And then Mary sat up on top of the bin and trapped her in it. And I've got a video on my phone of Catherine like, no, let me out.
Oh my God, in the
Me at
chokey.
And I it was very fun.
That Etsy shop was hell.
Heinous.
What were your highlights, your memories, your favourite night out? Or did you have one?
I think nights out. I don't really remember. I think probably
Memory.
one of the intervarsities that we had in Dansock, we went down to, it was Limerick actually.
Oh, fab.
We went down and we did like, so the competitions each year, you had like, there was an Irish dancing category, hip hop, lyrical it was called, so it was like, you know, kind of like ballet and stuff mixed, and then there was a mixed piece where you had to do like all of the styles together.
Yeah.
And it was 2015, so we did it for the marriage referendum, or we did it 2014 because it was the lead up to the referendum, so it was 2014, and we did a mixed piece called What I Did for Love, and we had all this like we did a music video for it, and we had, you know, the holly paints rainbow,
cool.
and it came first place that year.
Unreal.
And that was really cool because that was around the time where obviously we've talked about 2015 at length on this pod, but, and I don't like to repeat myself, but it was like just a really hopeful thing. We'd all work together on it, and it was so cool having like, you know, having like hip hop and Irish dancing happen on the same piece.
Yeah, it's
and
cool.
that was really fun.
I love
But yeah,
watch-
winning that was quite good.
Yeah, I used to love watching the intervarsities back on YouTube.
Yeah, they were like the preparation for that. For anyone that like hadn't or didn't do that in college, it was literally like the Bring It On movies. Like you'd go down and be like, there's CIT, there's UCC, there's Manu. Like DUCD and DCU were like ops back then. Like, I mean, like it was like just the rivalry was crazy because their dance society was really good and so was ours, and like they were always kind of open around their winners in most categories. UL used to clear Irish dancing every year because there's, I think, there's an Irish dancing degree in UL.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
Out in the
So
dance
they used to
academy.
clear that category every year. But like it was just so, actually Patrick, who you have both met, he just landed in Dublin today. So he did.
Yes.
So he was auditor at UCD after me, but he's an Irish dancer, and I'm going to actually to meet him this week. But he was really into it as well, and I think he did his masters down in Limerick, maybe after.
Maybe, yeah.
But oh my god, yeah. But that all of those kind of like memories from the societies, the plays. I think the other one was like when we did. I know I said it before, but when we did Phantom, that was just so different. You're doing all these like normally little small, like low budget plays where like you're like buying like a black t-shirt and pennies and that's your whole costume. But when we did Phantom, the budget for that was crazy. We'd all like the proper costumes. We'd like a vocal director, like fucking dressing rooms, all that kind of shit. You felt like you were literally in the Borgosh for a week, and it was such a good experience. My whole family, my mom came to see it. Like, I mean, I don't know how many times, but that
Amazing.
was the one thing she always says. She's like, we weren't allowed to take a video. There was no video because it was like obviously the rights for all those things is crazy.
Yeah.
But that was things like that were like my favorite.
Kind of in the same avenue as that story there. One of my best memories is actually the first semester of college. It was my first ever group project, and it was with a lot of our like Head Stuff Plus subscribers. Gemma, who sent the voice note today, Sarah, who you would have met at my birthday, Adele, and a few others. Kate, we basically were in a group chat or group project for English, and at the end of it we had to do a presentation on Chaucer's Tale, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Fucking shit show, like ancient English shite stories.
Yeah.
And for ours we basically we did a half
Canterbury
presentation.
Tales, wasn't it? Chaucer's
Canterbury
the
Tales,
Canterbury
yes.
Tales, yeah.
Chaucer's Canterbury Tales.
God, that
shit show. Awful.
PTSD.
But our whole class was full of like just fucking goody two shoes shite bags. Our group was just like, we were all a bit like, honestly we were all a bit more normal than the people in our class.
Yeah.
And a bit better crack. So for our one, we kind of just ripped the piss out of the whole thing, and we ended up getting like an A or an A plus. But like I was the knight, and we just wrapped my whole body in tinfoil, and I had a tinfoil hat on, and we just danced around. And honestly, we kind of did it being like, we're gonna flop in this, so let's just take the piss, and we ended up doing the best in the class. But the point I'm making is the group really set me up for failure of like what group projects were going to be in college, because I was like, oh my god, I love college, I love my course, everyone was such good crack. And then the next group chat, they were all like serial killers.
Yeah, I think I might have said it before, but I always like happened to get paired up, but like, you know, because like in English you had really, really quiet people, like people that were very bookish, and whenever you had to do like a presentation type thing, they were like, they'd break out in a sweat at the idea of having to stand up in front of a room of 12 people and talk, right? And like the way we would work it out would be like, okay, you do this bit, and then like I don't mind presenting on the day. Oh my god, would you? Yeah, that'd be great. So like they'd kind of like do the actual work on it, and like I'd end up presenting the piece, and like that was all. I suppose you were playing to your strengths, I guess, right? Yeah. But like I'd basically just have to get up there and like perform, and like we do well, but like I'd come out and be on, how the fuck did I just get away with that? And like if you asked me, like I'd be reading it from the thing. If you asked me a single question about it afterwards, I would have been like, who?
Yeah.
Yeah, who is he? Who is she?
And that's my point. I think you can wing stuff.
Chicken wing.
Yeah.
What you can't wing is when you have 4 3,000 word essays due on the same Friday.
And it's a Thursday.
And it's Thursday. It's Thursday night.
That was when I first got into coffee. I had to do 3,000 word essays for the next morning.
I used
on
to be
a book I didn't read, so I had to watch the James Bond movie and write an essay based on that.
Yeah, I used to. I remember. I think it was from first year. I did a classics module.
Oh,
right. Again, like I think, like when you talk to people that that did electives, it's always the same few that pop up.
Greek mythology, intro to Greek mythology. I did.
Yeah,
that was fun. But
I did classics. It's so bad. I remember I just didn't read any of the stuff. Like some of the materials were actually good. I feel like it would have been a very interesting course to do
if you had the time.
But like if you had the time and the interest. But I remember I just hadn't got a fucking clue about it was introduction to Greek and Roman mythology, and like the night before the exam, I watched the Disney Hercules movie. I just basically.
It's like people don't respect arts.
I just basically rewrote the plot of that as one of the essays. That movie is so factually, believe it or not, the animated film like about Hercules is so factually not correct. Right? I'm writing like, and then he sings this song about selling merchandise and he goes from zero to hero. Like it was literally that bad. I fully eyeballed it and I think I got a B in that module. Like, what the fuck? Also, sorry. This is mean, and I know we're on the wonderful, but people that fail first year in college, grow the fuck up.
Ciarán.
In arts.
Okay. I feel like anyone that I was friends with that were in other modules that like are in other courses.
Apart from people who like lost a fucking sibling.
Oh yeah. If a family member dies or like you've had a major like impact thing, like for example, that's absolutely fine. Like I mean that's a whole other story. Those are extenuating circumstances, right? But like if you were just out on the piss, which a lot of these people were, and didn't go to lectures, which a lot of us didn't. And you still manage not to pass your first year modules. First year is designed in most courses for you to fail, like to literally bluff your way through, and you'll still get away with a pass. Like grow the fuck up. Just go to the library, write the essays, put them in. If you're going to put them in late, like. But put them in.
Oh yeah, that's a great life hack. It's so easy to get extenuating circumstances. Oh. Most of your lecturers do not care because they have a huge pile to correct anyway. If you just email them really nicely and be like, I'm sorry, I wasn't on top of this. I know that's bad of me, but can I please just have an extra week? Every single time I asked for when I got it. Without question.
Top tip as well is like just speak in when you are in the class, always make the point of speaking so they know your face and like try and involve, like just get to know them. Because if you're just a number, particularly if you're in a bigger university, if you're one of like 1,000 English students, they're not going to remember you. But if you're like the blonde guy who always puts his hand up and always has something to contribute,
his whole body head to blue.
He was painted in blue. Yeah, then they'll know. Or the one who's bringing in like, a box full of leftovers that he found in the student canteen. They'll remember you.
Or the one who's not there.
Or the one who's not there, yeah. He's just whistling in the background like this.
My father got a job at the pub.
Like visibility. And it actually, that extends into every part of your life.
Yeah.
Visibility is important.
Right, it's time for 5 Fuckle for slaying university or college. If people are heading off in the next couple of weeks, they might have got their CIO results, they might have got their first choice, they might have got their 8th choice. Yeah. But you're going to college and we have some advice for you. Cian Lannert.
I'm going to stick with what Aideen said. Kosher tea, Saccade Shockton. Have a house party, make loads of friends. I personally thrive when I'm a bit tipsy, and that's when I make the best impression on people. So... it's also where I make the worst impression.
Next?
The statistics don't lie, but yeah, have a house party in the first week and make friends.
Yeah, keep engaged. Ciarán, go on, finish them.
Say yes to everything. Just do it. And like, the best way to be like, to get over your fear of like not being confident enough or making friends or any of it is to absolutely oversubscribe. Like
burn out,
like
bitches.
No, it's like spread yourself too thinly, like burn the candle at both ends plus a third secret end. Go for it because you're only going to be 19, 20, 21 once. And like, trust me, you're not tired. You think you're tired. You're not tired. You're also not hungover. Like, you're just not hungover. Wait until you come back from a 4-day festival in your 30s. You'll feel like you've been hit by a train every moment of your waking life. You are not tired. You're not hungover. Go out tonight. Go out tomorrow night. Get up for the lecture in the morning. Go and make friends. Talk to the person that you think looks like they're going to be your friend. It's so much easier to do it when you're younger. It gets harder and more energy.
And ride all around you while you look this young.
Yeah. Oh my God. Take 1,000 nude pictures of yourself and send them to everyone. And ride, just
don't
no
put your
faces
face
though.
Don't put your no face, no case, but go and rally everyone because honestly, the mood goes off you when you get older as well. Like just ride rings around you, take nudes, drink as much as you can get into you responsibly at the same time. And yeah, just
And it's a lot cheaper to cover your body in blue paint at this part of your life.
it is. Also, you'll get to a point, like, you're not as discerning when you're younger. Like, you'll be able to drink like a naggin poured into a can of warm beer when you're 19. That gets a lot harder to do when you're like 30.
Yeah, you can't do
so
that
like,
anymore.
So say
do
yes
it
to
now.
everything.
And also, you won't have any stories for your podcast
Yeah,
if you
this
don't
is
do it
true.
now. Then look at us, how civilized we are.
Brilliant. I actually just won't go now. On Ken Darnock, I'm saying piss in the sink. Do
Retweet.
a little wee in the sink.
Or in a cup or on your friend's leg.
Yeah.
Yup, Ariana.
Right, lads, Sinead, for this week's episode of Galen, you might be tired of listening to our voices because they sound like this, but if you did enjoy it, head over to Spotify and leave us a little comment. Tell
And
us
if
what
you didn't
love.
enjoy it, keep it to yourself, right?
Give us 5 stars. Yeah, I'd love that. I'd love to see a little few floating up there.
A few.
Like, do you know the way?
Give us 5-star
100.
reviews or fucking get out of here.
And send us a little DM.
And you're not coming to our party.
Yeah, our big party.
And it was my birthday yesterday, so you have to leave us a comment and a review for my birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah, guess how old Cian is, and whatever number you think it is, add a few because you'll be pleasantly surprised.
Add a blue.
Will we go record the bonus now?
Yeah, go on, Sloan.
I had dick for lunch and I want to talk
Dick
to you
for
about it.
breakfast.
Dick
Oh
for
my God.
lunch.
Let's go.
Afternoon delight.
Yes.
Right, lads. See you later. Sloan.
This show is part of the Head Stuff Podcast Network, a hub for the creative and the curious. Shows are produced in association with Head Stuff and the Podcast Studios Dublin. Find out more or become a member at headstuffpodcasts.com.